Hi children, I hope you all are safe at home with your parents. Today we are going to discuss chapter 10 Forests. Okay, if the mention of forests may bring to your mind the image of long stretches of greenery covered with lots of trees. If you have not gone to real forest, you must have seen the one on National Geographic Channel or Discovery TV channel. Forest refers to natural vegetation and it is a large area covered by many types of trees and inhabited by wild animals. We know forests are areas that have remained undisturbed and inhabited by wild animals. So, children, what do you mean by the word inhabited? It means to live or occupy a place. To live or occupy a place. And children, we know forests are areas that have remained undisturbed for over a long period, and it is characterized by the presence of plant and animal species that are well adapted to the local climate and surroundings. We know a forest is a large area of land thickly covered with trees. In India, about one-fifth of the land is covered with forest. Children, in India, about one-fifth of the land is covered with forests. They are an important natural resources and are useful to us in many ways. For example, trees and plants give us the oxygen we need to breathe. The roots of trees prevent the soil from being washed away. Forests also improve the quality of soil and make it more fertile. And they keep the surrounding areas cool. Without forests, there would be less rain and the land would become dry and desert like. So, children, forests are useful to us in many ways, like give us the oxygen, to control soil erosion, to improve the quality of soil, and keep the surrounding areas cool. And for human, forests also provide us with food and fruits. They give us timber for making different products like furniture, houses, matchsticks, and paper. Some medicines are made from the roots, leaves, bark, and stems of some plants. People also use wood as fuel for cooking, especially in villages. Forests provide shelter to many birds and animals. And without forests, most animals would not have a place to live. People also use wood as fuel for cooking, especially in villages. And forests provide shelter to many birds and animals. Without forests, most animals would not have a place to live. So, children, forest helps in different ways. Children, our country has topmost variety of forests on the basis of the vegetation type and climatic regions. So it is based on the vegetation type and climatic regions. So Indian forests can be divided into five main types. There are five main types of forests in India. There are evergreen forest, deciduous forest, thorn forest, mountain forest, and tidal forest. There are five main types of forests in India. There are evergreen forest, deciduous forest, thorn forest, mountain forest, and tidal forest. Let's start with evergreen forest. The trees in the forest remains green throughout the year. In the forest remain green throughout the year. So children, in evergreen forest green throughout the year because new leaves replace the old. New leaves replace the old. Wither leaves as soon as they are shed. Withered means dry. So dry leaves as soon as they are shed. Moreover, evergreen trees lose their leaves throughout the year and not all at once. It shed their leaves at different times of the year. Therefore, these forests always appear green and are known as evergreen forests. Evergreen trees are generally tall and have a broad canopy. Canopy means is nothing but the uppermost branches of trees in a forest. So children, what do you mean by the word canopy? It means the uppermost of branches of trees in forest is called canopy. And they are very dense. Even the sunlight does not reach the ground. So it is very dense. And these forests are found in the areas receiving heavy rainfall. It means more than 200 centimeter annual rainfall. So children, evergreen forest receives more than 200 centimeter annual rainfall. They are found in places that have hot and humid type of climate. Humid means marked by a relatively high level of water vapor in the atmosphere. So children, what do you mean by the word humid? Marked by a relatively high level of water vapor in the atmosphere. In India, these are dense forests found in areas with heavy rainfall, such as on the western slopes of the Western Ghats, the hills of northeastern states of Assam, Arunachal Pradesh, Meghalaya, and Tripura, and the Andaman and Nicobar Islands. In these forests, when one group of trees are sitting, some of the trees found in India are rosewood, mahogany, and ebony. Rosewood, mahogany, and ebony. The wood of these trees is hard. Rosewood is used to make furniture. So children, rosewood is used to make furniture. Bamboo and reed are also found in these forests. Here, bamboo is used to make paper and build houses. Let's see deciduous forest. Deciduous forest is found along the wet parts of Western Ghats and on the Himalayan foothills. So children, where do you find the deciduous forest? We found along the wet parts of Western Ghats and on the Himalayan foothills, and these forests also called monsoon forest. It covers more area in India than the evergreen forest. These forests have tall deciduous forests are also called monsoon forests. So children, Which forest is also known as monsoon forest? Deciduous. So, deciduous forest is also called monsoon forest. These forests have tall and straight trees which shed their leaves for 6 to 8 weeks at the beginning of the summer season. So, deciduous forests shed their leaves for 6 to 8 weeks at the beginning of the summer season. So, children, the deciduous forest, these forests have tall and straight trees which shed their leaves for 6 to 8 weeks at the beginning of the summer season. So, deciduous forests shed their leaves for 6 to 8 weeks at the beginning of the summer season. So, children, which type of forest shed their leaves in summer? Yes, deciduous forest. So, deciduous forest shed their leaves for 6 to 8 weeks at the beginning of the summer season and it remained green during the wet season. And it helps the trees withstand the summer heat. It helps the trees withstand the summer heat. However, not all the trees shed leaves at the same time. Therefore, a deciduous forest never appears bare. It means it always covered with some leaves. So, children, take sale, sandalwood, zizum, and bamboo are examples of deciduous trees. Some deciduous trees are teak, sale, sandalwood, zizum, and bamboo. Are they common trees of the monsoon forests? The wood of these trees is very hard and expensive, and teak grows in the western part of the Deccan Plateau in Karnataka and Maharashtra. The sale trees grow in northern India. So, children, teak grows in Karnataka and Maharashtra. The sale trees grow in northern India. Another type of deciduous forest is the tidal or mangrove forest. So, children, the deciduous forest is the tidal or mangrove forest. Mangroves generally are trees and shrubs that grow in saline coastal habitats. So, mangroves generally are trees and shrubs that grow in saline coastal habitats. Children, coastal habitats are found wherever the land meets the sea. And these trees protect the coast from erosion. So, these trees are protect the coast from erosion. In India, these forests found in the deltas of rivers Ganga, Godavari, Mahanadi and Yamuna. Where are mangrove forests found in India? Mangrove forest found the deltas of river Ganga, Godavari, Mahanadi and Yamuna. And the northern Andaman and Nicobar Islands to have mangroves. Do you know, children? The Sundarbans along the Ganga Delta is the largest tidal forest in the world. Sundarbans along the Ganga Delta is the largest tidal forest in the world. So, children, which is the largest mangrove forest in the world? Yes, Sundarbans. The Sundarbans along the Ganga Delta. It is the largest tidal or mangrove forest in the world. And Karjan and linden trees are also found in this forest. Deciduous forest rainfall is in the range of 70 to 200 centimeters and 30 degrees Celsius in average temperature of deciduous forest. So children, in deciduous average rainfall is 70 to 200 centimeters and the average temperature is 30 degrees Celsius. Let's discuss thorn forest. Thorn forest is a type of desert formation which has scrub-like vegetation. Scrub means rough and hard. So, the thorn forest consists of thorny trees and scrubs. And the plants that grow here heavy, very long roots that penetrate deep into the soil to obtain water. So, the plants that grow here heavy, very long roots that penetrate deep into the soil to obtain water. So, the thorn forest mostly found in the northwestern part of the Great Indian Desert in Rajasthan and in parts of Madhya Pradesh and Uttar Pradesh. So children, thorny forest is mostly found in the northwestern part of the Great Indian Desert in Rajasthan and in parts of Madhya Pradesh and Uttar Pradesh. In these areas of scanty rainfall. So children, scanty means low rainfall and seasonal rainfall averaging 250 to 500 millimeter. Children, average rainfall in thorn forest is 250 to 500 millimeter. 250 to 500 millimeter. In addition, these plants have thick barks, short thorns and small leaves so as to reduce loss of water. In addition, these plants have thick barks, short thorns and small leaves so as to reduce loss of water. So, here only thorny scrubs and trees can grow because they require less water. These trees have no leaves. Their stem is glossy. Common thorny trees are types of cactus, giger and bubble. Common thorny trees are cactus, giger and bubble. Here, giger is a small tree that grows to a height of only 7 meters. So children, giger is a small tree that grows to a height of only 7 meters. So children, what is the height of giger tree? Giger tree can grow only 7 meters and its bark is used by leather manufacturers. Next, bubble. Bubble grows up to a height of 14 meters and this tree has darkish grey bark, yellow flowers and thorns. So children, bubble grows up to a height of 14 meters and this tree has darkish grey bark, yellow flowers and thorns. The bark is used to make medicines and the tree yields a gum known as bubble gum. Let's discuss mountain forest. The mountain forest grows on the higher slopes of the Himalayas. It grows on the higher slopes of the Himalayas. In the eastern Himalayas,
These forests mainly consist of evergreen coniferous trees, hence, they are called coniferous forest.
Because the trees of mountain forest are tall and cone shaped. These trees bear cones. They have pointed, needle shaped leaves so that snow does not collect on them. So, these trees are called
Coniferous trees. The coniferous trees are tall with thick bark and their leaves are narrow and pointed. Then some well-known coniferous trees are
spruce, deodar, and pine. So, spruce, deodar, and pine are some well known coniferous trees. The shape of the pine trees called resin. The shape of the pine tree called resin is used for making paint. So children, resin means is nothing but gum or paste. It is used for making paint. On the lower Himalayan slopes grow trees that have broad leaves. These trees are oak, chestnut, birch, and cherry. So, oak, chestnut, birch, and cherry it has broad leaves. The wood of these trees is soft and is used for making furniture. There is also a large variety of orchids, bamboo, and creepers found in the mountain forest. Dry evergreen forest is found in the Shivalik hills and in the foothills of the Himalayas. Among the common trees grown here are pomegranate, olive, and oleander. So, some common trees are pomegranate, olive, and oleander.
Let's discuss tidal forest. The tidal forest found
In the deltas of major rivers. It is found in the deltas of major rivers such as the Ganga, the Mahanadi, and the Godavari. So, the river Ganga, Mahanadi, and Godavari. So, tidal forest is found in deltas of the Ganga, the Mahanadi, and the Godavari. And these forests are also called mangrove forest. So, which forest is called mangrove forest? Tidal forest. Tidal forests are also known as mangrove forest because mangrove trees are most common in this type of forest. Mangrove trees are most common in this type of forest. Hence, tidal forests are also referred to as mangrove forests. This forest is dense and the trees have hardwood. It is dense and the trees have hardwood. The Sundari tree is a well-known tree which grows in the Sundarbans. The Sundari tree is a well-known tree which grows in the Sundarbans, which are the mangrove forests found in West Bengal and Bangladesh. So, an excellent example of tidal forest is the Sundarbans in the Ganga Delta. It is named after the Sundari tree that grow here. It is a type of mangrove tree. Next, conservation of forest. The existence of forest is necessary for human survival. However, to create more living space and other facilities for the rising population, trees are being cut in large numbers. This has resulted in rapid decline of forest cover in many countries. This is called deforestation. So, children, our forest cover is slowly getting reduced as trees are being cut down in large numbers to fulfill our needs. This is called deforestation. Deforestation leads to many problems. It leads to soil getting washed away, to floods, and to landslides. There is less rainfall and also less oxygen in the air for us to breathe. Ideally, at least one third of the country's total area should be covered with forest. It means 33% of the country's total area should be covered with forest. However, at present, only one fifth of India's total area is covered with forest. It means 20%. This is not sufficient. Many animals, birds, and people lost their homes when forests are cut down. We should not cut we should not cut down trees. We should make efforts to conserve forests by planting more trees. So, we should make efforts to conserve forests by planting more trees. The Indian government has launched many programs to plant trees, such as the Social Forestry Programme. And one more show. Here, schools also encourage children to plant trees. And children, so the government has come up with certain rules and regulation so as to save forest, like one Motsav are celebrated every year at the beginning of the rainy season. A large number of trees are planted all over the country as a part of this program. So, children, one Motsav are celebrated every year at the beginning of the rainy season. Under the social forestry scheme, people are encouraged to plant trees alongside roads, canals, and catchment area of rivers. For every child a tree. It is another campaign where each child is encouraged to plant a tree during his school time and take care of it. Then, under the Wildlife Protection Act 1972, the government has declared several areas as reserved forests. Such forests are referred to as wildlife sanctuaries and national parks. Cutting of trees and killing of animals in this forest is strictly not permitted. If anyone is caught doing so, they are liable for punishment. Here, some of them are also follows. In Uttarakhand, the Chipko movement for conservation of the Terai forest was started in 1973. Under the leadership of the movement was called Chipko because the villagers used to hug the trees to prevent their cutting by a men of greedy temper contractors. So, the agenda of this movement was to protect the trees from being felled. This was done by hugging trees. It gained momentum under the leadership. The government and other organizations have started taking steps to preserve the forest. And page number 81. Some of them are as follows. Here we can see some national parks and their places. Let's see. Gir National Park. It is located in Gujarat. Here Asiatic lions are there. So Asiatic lions in Gir National Park. Kaziranga National Park. It lies in Assam. Here one-horned rhinoceros are there. So one-horned rhinoceros in Kaziranga National Park. Next, elephants. The elephants are Pandipur National Park in Karnataka. Bandakar National Park. It is located in Madhya Pradesh. Here, tigers, leopards, and deers are there. Kialadio Ganga National Park, formerly Bharatpur Bird Sanctuary. It is located in Rajasthan. Here, migratory birds, particularly the Siberian crane, are here. Ranthambore National Park. It is located in Rajasthan. Here, tigers, leopard, nilhai, sambar deer are here. Sundarbans National Park. It is located in West Bengal. Here, the Bengal tiger is here. The Great Himalayan National Park. It is located in Himachal Pradesh. In Great Himalayan National Park, snow leopard, Himalayan brown bear are here. And Periyar National Park. It lies in Kerala. Here, elephants, tigers are there. Let's recall. A forest is a large area of land thickly covered with trees. In India, about the fifth of the land is covered with forest. They are an important natural resource and are useful to us in many ways. Like trees and plants give us the oxygen. In India, we have different types of forest. In India, we have different types of forest like evergreen forest, deciduous forest, thorn forest, mountain forest, and tidal forest. So, there are five main types of forests in India. Let's read about them. Let's start with evergreen forest. Evergreen forests are green throughout the year. Evergreen forests are green throughout the year. These are dense forests found in areas with heavy rainfall, such as on the western slopes of the Western Ghats, the hills of northeastern India, and the Andaman and Nicobar Islands. In these forests, when one group of trees are shedding leaves and another group of trees are growing new leaves. Next, deciduous forest. Deciduous forests are also called monsoon forest. The trees here shed their leaves every year in the dry season like summer. Next, thorn forest. Thorn forests are generally found in the desert areas like Rajasthan and in the dry areas of Gujarat, Madhya Pradesh, Uttar Pradesh, Maharashtra, Karnataka, Andhra Pradesh, Telangana, and Tamil Nadu. Here we mostly find bushes and only a very few trees. Next, mountain forest. Mountain forests are found in the Himalayan region and in parts of the Nilgiris in the snow covered Himalayan region.
There is no vegetation at all between the snow line and about 300 meters above the sea level. Here we find a few small shrubs. At last, tidal forest. The tidal forests are found in the deltas of major rivers. These forests are also called mangroves. So, which forest is also known as mangrove? The tidal forest. Next, conservation of forest. The existence of forest is necessary for human survival. However, to create more living space and other facilities for the rising population, trees are being cut in large numbers. This has resulted in rapid decline of forest cover in many countries. This is called deforestation. Here, large scale deforestation causes soil erosion, landslides, and floods. And we should make efforts to conserve forest by planting more trees. So, our Indian government has launched many programs to plant trees, such as the Social Forestry Program and One Motshav. Schools also encourage children to plant trees. Children, let's go to the book exercise. Take your book, page number 82. A. Fill in the blanks. Question number 1. Dash is a program that is celebrated all over India by planting large number of trees. Dash is a program that is celebrated all over India by planting a large number of trees. The answer is Vanamotsav. The answer is Vanamotsav. Vanamotsav is a program that is celebrated all over India by planting large number of trees. So children, our India make many programs to plant trees, such as One Motshav Social Forestry Scheme. One Motshav, it is celebrated every year at the beginning of the rainy season. Second one, mountain forests are also known as dash forests. Mountain forests are also known as dash forests. The answer is coniferous forest. The answer is coniferous forest because the trees that are tall and cone shaped with needle like leaves. So it is called coniferous forest. Third one. Dash scheme is to encourage people to plant trees on the sides of roads. Dash scheme is to encourage people to plant trees on the sides of roads. The answer is social forestry. The answer is social forestry. The Indian government has launched many programs to plant trees, such as social forestry and One Motshav. The social forestry, it is a scheme to encourage people to plant trees on the sides of roads. Fourth one, dash forests are confined to the regions that receive very scanty rainfall. Dash forests are confined to the region that receive very scanty rainfall. The answer is thorn forest. The answer is thorn forest because thorn forests are generally found in the desert areas. In this region receives very scanty rainfall. Fifth one, Dash forests are found in the deltas of rivers. Dash forests are found in the deltas of rivers. The answer is tidal forest. The answer is tidal forest. The tidal forests are found in the deltas of major rivers like
River Ganga, Mahanadi, and Godavari. Page number 83. B. Match the given national parks and sanctuaries to their relevant states. Match the given national parks and sanctuaries to their relevant states. Question number 1. Gir National Parks. Gir National Parks. The answer is Gujarat. So, Gir National Park is located in Gujarat. 2. Sundarbans National Park. Sundarbans National Park. The answer is West Bengal. The answer is West Bengal. So, Sundarbans National Park lie in West Bengal. Third one. Pandipur National Park. Pandipur National Park. The answer is Karnataka. The answer is Karnataka. So, Pandipur National Park in Karnataka. Fourth one. Kaziranga National Park. Kaziranga National Park. The answer is Assam. The answer is Assam. So, Kaziranga National Park is located in Assam. Fifth one. The Great Himalayan National Park. The Great Himalayan National Park. The answer is Himachal Pradesh. The answer is Himachal Pradesh. Gir National Park, Gujarat. Sundarbans National Park, West Bengal. Pandipur National Park, Karnataka. Kaziranga National Park, Assam. The Great Himalayan National Park, Himachal Pradesh.